Alright, today we're going to start talking about animal life cycles. Right? We'll be talking about the life cycle of the insect, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and mammals. The first one, I'm going to teach you a new word called metamorphosis. Can you say that word, metamorphosis? Say it once. Good. Metamorphosis. Some baby animals look like smaller versions of their parents. Puppies, for example, look like small dogs, and foals look like small horses. Other animals look different at different stages of life. Some animals change shape through a process called metamorphosis. Most insects and amphibians undergo metamorphosis. So, based on that, metamorphosis means change. Life cycles, insects. Like amphibians, insects undergo metamorphosis. Insects start life as eggs. The egg contains food that young animals needs. When the young animal has grown enough, it hatches out of the egg. Eventually it grows into an adult that can have its own young. So what we have here is a life cycle of a ladybug. Starts off as an egg. A ladybug starts life as an egg. Larva. When an insect hatches, it is called a larva. A ladybug larva eats bugs and grows. Does that picture look like a ladybug? I don't think so. Pupa. The larva changes into a pupa. It forms a hard shell. Inside, it grows wings. If you look at that picture, it's starting to look a little bit more like a ladybug. Adult. The adult ladybug has red wings. Females can lay eggs. So if this was a female, she could lay eggs and start the cycle over again. Life cycles, reptiles, fish, and birds. Most reptiles, fish, and birds lay eggs. When these eggs hatch, the babies look like small versions of their parents. This means that they do not undergo metamorphosis. Reptiles, fish, and birds have similar life cycles, but there are some differences. Birds lay eggs in nests, fish lay eggs in water, and some reptiles lay eggs on land. Most birds look after their young, but fish and reptiles do not. A good example of the life cycles that reptiles, fish, and birds go through is the turtle. Look closely at the stages shown in the diagram below. So this is the life cycle of a sea turtle. Egg. Females crawl to the beach to lay eggs in the sand. Young. Sea turtles hatch on the beach and quickly crawl to the ocean. Adult. Sea turtles grow to 140 kilograms or 300 pounds. Females stay in the sea until they are ready to lay eggs. And then she would come back to the sand and lay more eggs. You notice how there was only 3 steps in this life cycle where the insect had 4? Life cycle, mammals. Like reptiles, fish, and birds, young mammals look a lot like their parents. This similarity means they do not undergo metamorphosis. Most mammals are born to live and do not hatch from eggs. Let's go back because I read that wrong. Most mammals are born live and do not hatch from eggs. Many young mammals are weak and slow. They cannot find their own food. They need their parents in order to survive. Mammal parents teach their young important lessons. For example, lion parents teach their cubs how to hunt. Deer parents teach their fawns to run away from danger. We're going to look at the life cycle of a cheetah. Cub. Most female cheetahs have 3 to 5 cubs at once. They protect and feed the cubs. Young. Cheetahs learn and practice the skills they will need to hunt. Adult. Cheetahs grow big and can reproduce. Adults are as fast as a car on a highway. And if this was a female, she could then go back and start the cycle over again. And like I said, with the reptiles, fish, and birds, notice that there's only 3 stages for mammals also. Where when we go back, insects have 4. Some amphibians have 4 also.